All right, in this example, we were talking about length contraction. It says a farmer wants to fit a 10-meter pole in an 8-meter long barn. You say, well, that's impossible. You can't fit something longer into something shorter unless, of course, you account for relativity. So what we're trying to figure out is how fast he has to go. The equation we have is LV is equal to LO square root of 1 minus V squared over C squared. Now, you have to figure out what LV and LO are, but really it shouldn't be that hard. You should realize that the original length is 10 and that the other value is got to be 8. The length at a certain velocity. Now, this is actually really important because you should recognize that, hey, if I were to plug 10 here and 8 here, well, to get 8 to equal 10, I'd have to multiply by a number bigger than 1, which this cannot be because you're taking 1 minus something and then taking a square root. So that's pretty easy once you look at it that way, that in order to get those to equal, plus if you were to somehow make a mistake here, you could always just flip them because you end up getting negative values. So we're going to say that 8 equals 10 square root of 1 minus V squared over C squared. Now, we can't really solve this all in one step like we've done in several other verb problems. So what we really want to do here is we want to go ahead and say divide both sides by 10. So when we do that, we get 0.8 equals the square root of 1 minus V squared over C squared. Now what we want to do is we want to square both sides. When we square both sides, we get 0.64 is equal to 1 minus V squared over C squared. So now we can say, all right, I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it over to that side. I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it over to that side. So what I get is V squared over C squared is a positive value because I moved it over to the other side, is going to equal 1 minus 0.64. Well, at this time you could say, okay, well, V squared over C squared has got to equal 0.36. Well, now you've got the squared term on both of these, so you can take the square root of both of those, and you can get V over C has to equal 0.6. Well, now once you do that, you know what the speed of light is, so you multiply both sides by C and you get V, the velocity, is equal to 0.6 C. So if a farmer can get the pole moving at 60% of the speed of light, a 10-meter pole will fit in an 8-meter barn, although very unlikely.